It's your boy AB Boxing News here. Talk about the Canelo Alvarez versus Sergey Kovalev November 2nd on the Zone at the MGM Grand. Man, shit. I didn't want to do a video like this because I was so agitated. I was so upset with the boxing community, not the fan wise, just the business political wise. Cause right about last year, an estimation of last year, when Canelo fought Rocky Fielding, everybody fucking laughed at me. Everybody laughed at me when I asked Canelo, knowing that you're fighting at 168. At the time, he didn't fight at 168. He was on his verge to fight at 168. And when I asked him, since you are moving up at 168 to be a world champion, are you contemplating 175 at the time? And Canelo, I don't think he was trying to laugh, but in a class way, he told me no. In the media, I remember all the media were laughing at me like, "What kind of question is that?" But nearly 1 year later, motherfuckers, he is fighting at 175. So I know none of y'all gonna give me respect. So fuck yeah, I told y'all so. Anyways, that's not the point. Point is, it's going down. Canelo, Kovalev, 175 showdown. There's not a lot of more details more about this fight. Bob Arum mentioned how if Kovalev loses, then he has two fights in the zone. But if he wins, Canelo on ESPN. Now I don't know how true that is. I wasn't there at that event. And I was surprised that none of the media asked Oscar about that, or Bernard, or Eric Gomez, or Robert Diaz, whatever. Um, what I can tell you is there will be a weight restriction. There will be a. What I'm being informed is that Kovalev and Canelo, they're gonna have a second day weigh-in. Both fighters can't be more than 185 for the second day weigh-in. That's what I've been told. And I know it's not going to be revealed till later notice. Um, but it's gonna be a lot of fans are saying, well, Canelo's gonna make this easy work. At first when I heard about this fight, I was like, yeah, this is gonna be easy work. We already know where he's most vulnerable at, and that's the body. And Canelo, he's a body snatcher. He's a body. He seeks the body. That's one of his main arsenals. And but once I started thinking about it, I was like, not a lot of fighters. It's not easy to go from one weight class, 160 to 175. And Canelo, he's a big guy, so he should be able to he should be able to make the weight. But with that weight, you have to consider yourself, well, he's not gonna have to cut a lot of weight. He's gonna just get more leaner. He's gotta have to really work on that conditioning, because even at 160, the first fight with Triple G, he he was each round he was fighting hard for a minute, and then the last 2 minutes he'll give up, play defensive. Against Jacobs, it was more of a counter punch type of fight. Jacobs really didn't mix it up like inside as much as Canelo as well. Canelo likes to counterattack too, and he's a really good fighter. He has a great jab. He never throws lazy jabs. What's the one thing I could tell you about Sergey Kovalev? His jabs are always sharp. They're on point. He throws them to keep his distance, and and for Kovalev, he needs to take advantage of his size. Will age play a factor? It could be, but at 175, I think Canelo. It is what Bernard Hopkins says. It's a calculated risk. Every fight is a calculated risk, and Canelo chose Kovalev because he feels like he's the most recognizable name at 175, the most profit at 175, and there's a higher chance he could win that fight. Now, um, let's recall a little bit. I don't know how fans are reacting to this overall. Are Canelo, are are critics, haters saying, "Oh, Canelo, why fighting Kovalev when he's out of his prime? Like, why didn't he fight Kovalev 4 or 5 years ago?" And it's a double edged sword. We could make the argument that Canelo, when he was even at 54, still he was fighting guys. he was dragging up guys from welterweight to fight him at um, junior middleweight, and then when he fought at that catchweight at 55, he dragged Khan, he dragged other fighters at his catchweight, and people were saying, why is Canelo fighting guys below his weight? He's picking his fight, being a cherry picker. So for his instance, I can't even say that Canelo's being a cherry picker or he is being a bully, because at the end of the day, he is now the one. He is the Amir Khan in this situation. He is the Amir Khan in this situation. He's moving up. He's fighting Kovalev. Kovalev is a bad man. He just came from a hard-fought victory over Yard, and now Canelo is the new Khan at 175, and we're gonna see how Canelo does. And I'm not gonna say, I don't mean to, I don't mean to define Canelo as Amir Khan, because they're two different styles, but just the position where he has to move up two weight classes. Yes, he's 468, but that doesn't really count. He fought Rocky Fielding, like Rocky Fielding homie, but he fought Rocky Fielding. Anyways, um, so Canelo at 175, Sergey Kovalev. I'll tell you this much: if Canelo does not knock out Kovalev before 7, Canelo's in big trouble. Cause you still don't, it's still question marks Canelo at 175. We don't know what attributes are gonna stay intact and what flaws are gonna come in at this new weight class. So keep that in mind. This is new for Canelo at 175. His body might not be the same. It might not be the same. It might not be the same. And it's hard to go 15 pounds. Look at Mikey Garcia. He moved up. He fought Errol Spence. Yes, he has never been the physically natural bigger guy. He never was. Canelo's a big guy. He fought Khan. I believe he was like 185 that night when he fought Khan. So, it's gonna be interesting. I think that Kovalev is gonna win the first couple rounds. Canelo's gonna rest in the body. He's gonna counter him. Um, I think Canelo is just gonna. I think Canelo want to try to prove his point that he wants to box the boxer. Um, one of the main, um, one of the main critics or main flaws that people are saying about Canelo is that he can't box a boxer, like a boxer that could really box. And it'll be interesting. He did well against Danny Jacobs. Danny Jacobs is a great boxer, but Danny Jacobs just shit. Canelo was just all defensive all day. But it's gonna be interesting. Canelo will will make this fight interesting, and of course, the zone needs to continue to give credible names and very recognizable names for Canelo in order for these in order to attract new subscribers to the zone. Because Rockefeller was one thing. All right, he made his debut. Let it slide. But from now on, they got to keep giving credible names. Kovalev, maybe Kovalev rematch if it's controversial. Triple G, Saunders, Smith. Who knows? He might even fight Andre Ward. I would love to see that fight. Canelo versus Andre Ward. That would be a good that would be a good fight. But let me know what you guys think. Canelo Kovalev, November 2nd. It goes down on the zone. Um, if you guys are really still skeptic about the zone, I'll tell you this much: the zone quality is really good in terms of, well, from my experience, no buffering. I like the angles and all that. The only thing I'll be on I'm not a fan of is the commentating. They need to fix a little commentating from here and there. But over that, it's a great fight. Anybody's going to MGM, let me know. I should be heading out there that soon. Peace.